Welcome back to episode 3, part 2. A workflow defines who initiates a task, who reviews it, who approves it, in which system, with what timelines, and what happens if timelines break. This is where EPC complexity is highest. So, what are the common EPC problems? No timelines defined, no escalation routes, too many approvals, no digital tracking, everyone depends on follow ups. That's why approvals get stuck and delays go unnoticed until it is too late. So, what is takeaway? A workflow converts a process from theory to actual movement. Without workflow, processes remain documents. So, let's take an example. How material moves through procurement cycle in an EPC project from initial request to final receipt and documentation. Each step includes clear handoffs and accountability. So the originator creates and submits the purchase requisition. Then the approver reviews the requisition and either approves or rejects it. If approved, procurement creates the PO based on the approved indent and sends it to the vendor. Vendor receives the PO, prepare goods and ship them. Store receives the physical goods. Quality control team inspects the delivered items against the PO detail. Stores generates and records the good receipt note to confirm receipt in the system. Finance processes the invoice and links it to the PO and GRN for payment. This makes delays visible and improves cycle time. Most TPC project problems stem from unclear accountability. RASI removes ambiguity by making ownership explicit and transparent across all project activities. R means responsible. Who will do the task? A is accountable. Who owns the result? C is consulted. Who needs to be involved? And I is informed. Who should know after it is done? Where EPC teams fails. When the project manager assumes QS will do it, QS assumes billing will do it, billing assumes planning will check it, and the result is work gets stuck in the cracks. So what is the takeaway? Clarity of roles is clarity of outcome. When Rasi is missing, people do not fail intentionally, but the system sets them up to failure. One simple chart similar to this can eliminate 80% of coordination confusion and dramatically accelerates the drawing approval cycle. So before Rasi is clearly defined, constant question of who should review this and multiple people doing the same work. But after Rasi, everyone knows their exact role. No duplication of effort. So how these five elements work together? Process is the big picture. Procedure is step by step. SOP is standard expectations. Workflow is approvals and movement. And Rasi is roles and accountability. These five elements are not standalone tools, but they form an integrated management system. When properly aligned, they create predictable, repeatable project success. Imagine building a flyover with only drawings and no reinforcement schedule. Similarly, Documenting only one part of a process leads to future failures. Implementing these 5 building blocks transforms how your organization execute projects. There would be zero ambiguity, lower rework, strong governance, leads to faster execution, high predictability, and scalable results. The benefits extend far beyond individual project success. They create sustainable competitive advantage. This is how operational excellence scales across multiple projects, sites, and teams, transforming your organization from reactive firefighting to proactive execution. Let's take a real situation. Testing delayed, results arrive late, no one is sure who informed whom, rectification takes time, client escalates, project team scrambles, HO asks RCA after the damage. Assuming all external factors are favorable, what internal failures cause this? Not the cube, not the concrete, not the lab. It's because either SOP is missing, or RASI unclear, or workflow absent, or procedure not followed, or process not monitored. One small failure is actually a framework failure. Process plus procedure plus SOP plus workflow plus RASI. That gives the predictable delivery. Simple EPC rule. Process without workflow is delay. Workflow without RASI is confusion. SOP without procedure, inconsistency. Procedure without process, no alignment. So everything must connect. In the next episode, we'll talk about how to create a process architecture for entire EPC organization. If you find this valuable, share it with your team and subscribe to EPC Sadhana. Stay tuned and thank you for watching. See you soon in episode 4, series 1.